Hello, good evening. I am Oral Semple on the topic of the local government elections that is to be held on the 12th of November 2018. This evening, we would like to look at the topic of village management. Over the past several years, or let me say decade, many village has never seen a councillor. Many villages have never known who are the councillors for their village or community. And so the Crown Party has designed and developed a very comprehensive village management or management strategies to manage every village so that villagers can know who are their councillors. Villagers would be able to see their councillors on a regular basis. And again, every village will be appointed a councillor. This therefore means that the 30 councillors, yes, the 30 councillors for the city of Georgetown is inadequate, and which is why the city of Georgetown was never able to properly maintain or manage, because after the elections, most of the time, you never see, hear, or know who are the councillor. They never visit their village. And so the Crown Party, however, will and shall be recruiting or appoint 70 ceremonial, yes, I wish to repeat, 70 ceremonial councillor, which means non-political councillors, those who will not be elected, so to assist the 30 councillors that will be elected, which will be a total of 100 councillors. Again, a total of 100 councillors. And with 5 assistant mayor. I wish to repeat, we will appoint 5 assistant mayor and 15 assistant deputy mayor, so that each of the village will also have a village councillor who will serve as the president. Yes, again, I wish to repeat, the village councillor will serve as the president under the supervision of the city council man or woman. In addition to that, the Crown Party or the GNS, we will reinstate, yes, we will reinstate in each village what is known as a village council secretariat. And each of those secretariat will be determined based on the population or size of each village, especially like All Boys Town and Agricola, these depressed village or community, and even also like in Kingston, in Camberville, and even east and west of North Rumvelton and the Tugville, Kitty and Camberville. Right now, if you would take a walk down Norton Street, certain sections is under flood. Therefore, Lodge needs a separate councillor also from the city councillor, who will operate under the city councillor. This type of strategy or management is and shall be efficient and effective, because a village village council or village management is divided into two sections according to the international law. One, the physical infrastructure, and two, the social or human infrastructure. Therefore, each councillor who is appointed to their respective village would have to visit their village on a regular basis so that they can carry out comprehensive analysis. Yes, analysis, monitoring, and evaluation. And thirdly, or especially, what is known as individual need-based service. So to determine the needs of the various population, such as the populations of those who are depressed, yes, the depressed population or person, the downtrodden person, and person who are under domestic violence in each village, the disenfranchised, yes, I wish to repeat, the disenfranchised population or person, and especially those who are disrespected in each and every village. Therefore, we have designed and developed the most comprehensive plan so that will eradicate, or let me say reduce, not eradicate, that will reduce many forms of social ills, wrongs, and the crimes that even children engaged in, especially when it comes to juvenile delinquency and justice. Single parents, that is a challenge. And I wish to reiterate that one of the Crowns or the GNS department, its main department, is the social worker department, where many villagers, oh yes, many villagers will undergo ongoing training, seminar, conference, and workshops so that they can be efficient and effective social workers within their various village council secretariat. Each village secretariat will be empowered by their constituency councillor. A constituency will consist or composed of several persons, such as human resource personnel, public relations personnel, the family life personnel, the children's department, the youth department, and especially the elderly care or senior citizen department. Also the community services development. What the Crown Party and the GNS promises is that we will give to you, the people of the city of Georgetown, a management system that has never been and that shall never be like it. Coming therefore from a prominent Christian background or religious organization, as a Seventh-day Adventist, I am pleased to announce we have one of the educational plan or strategy, also a health plan and strategy that is second to none. Also with the strategy of the GNS, the National Service, it is and shall be a combination, a major combination that will transform the lives of the people, whether you are residents or citizen or on business or on pleasure or for leisure or tourist or whatever in the city of Georgetown. We guarantee you the best community safety plans or policies and procedures. We also have designed and developed a community safety plan so that we can create entrepreneur at all level. We will also enhance or improve the quality of conduct of all value vendors who are vendoring ambassadors. They are not vendors, market vendors. Oh no, they are not market vendors. They are marketing, vendoring ambassadors or entrepreneur who are the one is to sell both the city or the country. Therefore, it is the crown strategy or to have a special budget. Yes, the market vendoring ambassadors or entrepreneur budget. So to improve their qualities, their mannerism, especially in dealing with customers or consumers. We also have designed a comprehensive consumers affair department with to look at damaged products or tampered products, expiry products, and the physical appearance of the products, and more so of our vendoring ambassadors that will be paid or given an allowance to undergo entrepreneurial training or orientation or tools box discussions and so on the job, so that disabled or challenged, or let me say downliners, the downliners, market vendoring ambassadors who sometimes do not sell, some, let me say, vendors do not sell or not even make not even $1,000 per week. Those are the one will be subsidized, so, and will be given contracts, and so therefore there will be a special management team or committee for all of the malls and market, especially the Merriman's Mall where all my girls are, the Starbrook Market, the Border Market, the La Penitence Market, and Kitty Market. Each one of the markets and mall will have their individual management committee, which is why we are appealing to you, the public, especially those who are unemployed. Yes, those who are unemployed and unskilled, to start sending in your CV or your name, your age, and what are your interests, so that we can from now go to City Hall with a developed plan on hand to commence recruitment immediately, especially for Starbrook Square and the downtown. We need to go to City Hall with an employment database so that we will be able to commence recruitment immediately, even before the inaugurational ceremony of the councillors and mayor and deputy mayor. Because, let me say this, inaugurational ceremony is not necessary. What is necessary is to commence recruitment and working immediately. Men and women of action. And I am pleased to announce that the Guyana Elections Commission has officially approved the crown and the GNS for the contesting of the November 12th local government elections. I have the letter of approval here. The time is short, and next week we will be back with much more information, or the tailored and individualized information in regards to the duty or the role and responsibility of the constituency councillor and the village councillor. Two different kind of councillor altogether, because the elected councillor cannot do the work alone. we also have already identified or sectionized the city of Georgetown, just like the Guyana Police Force, like Division A and Division C and Division B, and we will appoint or recruit or employ 5 assistant chief constable who would rename. In fact, we will have to rename. It is not chief constable. It is the commissioner of the city police department that will be named. In fact, let me say this here. The commissioner of police of the National Police Service of Guyana Police Force supposed to fall or comes under the office of the mayor, as it is in all countries. Even the director of the fire service, the director of the prison service, and even the chief of staff of the Guyana Defense Force also supposed to work with and take instructions from the office of the mayor, because the mayor is the governor of the city. The mayor is the chief judge. Again, I say this, I wish to repeat, the mayor is the chief judge of the city, and therefore we have to establish what you call a security council. Yes, a security council to deal with the youth crime or children who associated with criminal activity in the city, and for all other issues. Therefore, all of the heads of the discipline services will have to consist or compose the security council. Therefore, the office of the mayor is not only director to GPL and to the GT&T and to the Water Incorporation, but is the chief judge of the city. We will therefore seek a large secretariat building for the municipal or city law court, which is the higher judicial power and authority of the city. So to protect the lives of everyone within the city, not only the citizen, we also would have to establish a major city police department, and to bring in all of the MI, the military interceptors, because the city police will resume their full power and authority all across the Georgetown municipality, which will make it much more easier for the national police also. Even though they can carry out the national duty, at the same time it is the city police that manages the city, and therefore the city police will be reformed. Again, the city police department will be reformed, not only for vandalism, like where even adults and children vandalize, like these beautiful bus sheds built or donated by the Lions Club. And I wish to extend a heartfelt of thanks to the Lions Club and all the other organization that has been erecting these beautiful infrastructure. If you go down the streets of Georgetown, many of them, the glass is broken, the streets with the drains with vegetation. So our strategic plan is to commence an immediate employment, because based on our analysis, the city of Georgetown alone will need about 6,000 to 7,000 full-time workers, team managers, team supervisors, and team leaders and team members, just like the NIS that have area supervisor, area coordinator, and so on, so that the Crown or the GNS government will not and shall not be taxing the poor and suffering citizen. That would have to come from business venture. Therefore, I am pleased to announce we have identified 21 business area that will germinate financial revenue or income without placing heavy rates and tax on the people. Rates and tax is for the international investors like ExxonMobil and all the other companies. So our term in office, we shall not be using any meter for the citizens, whether for Georgetown or for Guyana, especially grandparents. I feel it because my grandmother brought me up, over 11 of us. So you understand, we will do what we said we will do once we are backed by you, the people. So we are going there to show the central government we are with them. We will work with them and support them because we know the president have a great initiative and he wants a real change for everybody. We are peacemaker. And as Christians, as a Christian especially, we can only support the government of the day or a government program so long the minister of local government or community knows what are our policy and stick to our policy. That is what is critical. It is critical. So I am sending a direct message to the Ministry of Community or Local Government. Know what are our policies, because we are going there to represent the people. We are not going there, and we shall not allow any interruption. Strictly zero tolerance. We mean what we say and we will do it, because the time is now for us to restore our city, the Georgetown. And in closing, I wish to remind you again, for all viewers, to send in your CV from now, or if you do not have a CV, just your name, your age or the age group, and what you would like to do, what job you're looking for, so we can put it on the employment bank, the employment information bank from now, so that you can be among the first selectee or selectors that would be given employment. We need a fixed number or a definite number of the persons that are employed in the city of Georgetown first, and then those who are on the East Coast and the West Coast and all across, because Georgetown is the basin of Guyana, and everyone comes here, and we have to make preparation for them too, because we cannot be selfish, but at the same time our value is villages first. Whether long-term contract, mid-term or short-term contracts or employment will be given to villages first, especially in Alboystown, Alberton, Agricola, Working Rust, Wortmanville, and in Leopold Street and all these places and so on, in Camberville. These depressed and disenfranchised and disrespected communities will be given first priority, and then this other surrounding constituency or villages. So we have it all on pen and paper, and even to the fingertip of our brains. So we are appealing to you and to send in your information. The email is on the screen. Use the email. Also go to the YouTube and also on the Facebook. There are over 35 different types of flyers, you will see there on the Facebook, and you are authorized, oh yes, you are authorized to print out the flyer or flyers at your choice. Go to any site or internet or cyber or at your own computer in your home, your own personal PC, and choose the flyer at your choice and print it out, one or two, and you can share it with someone else, because it will cost us several millions of dollars to print out these beautiful color flyers which we cannot afford. And we do not intend to go and beg the business community for a sponsorship so that when we get to City Hall they cannot tell us what to do. We are going there to serve without fear and without any favor, except for the favor to let the oppressed go free, to make the unknown known, to make the poor powerful. That is our theme, our value system. People first. We are going there with the concept or with the right perspective, putting others first and at time none of self. I wish to repeat, putting others first and at time none of self. So once again, go to the Facebook and to the YouTube and read for yourself. Read the information and also send in your CV as quickly as possible, because we are at the counting down stage. I wish to remind those in constituency 4, we are still waiting for the nomination of your councillor for constituency 4. Please send in the name of your council. That is the last constituency. We have covered all the others already, and next week also we will be highlighting the name of the prospective councillors for all the constituency. We also have carried out an exercise that is called preliminary vote, and we are pleased with the preliminary vote, and we can shout for victory now, but we will hold it until the name of the other prospective councillor is come in, and next week we will let you to know. We would also like to be on the air at least 3 times per week, so that we can share more information with you in regards to the critical role, responsibility, and readiness of prospective councillors, or all those who would like to be councillors. Again, village councillors and councillors for your constituency. Therefore, those who are unemployed, those are the person that will be selected to be councillor when the party wins, because you have to be working on a full-time basis as a councillor. And all of the grants, yes, we have established a major grant